Hello and welcome to QROPS Expats. If you're an expatriate living overseas, are about to move to another country, or if you're simply looking for expert advice on how a QROPS pension can drastically improve the benefits you can obtain from your pension, then you've come to the right place. We specialise in QROPS and pensions advice for both expats, those who are about to move abroad, and also other clients who may have become aware of QROPS and want to see if they can benefit from one without moving overseas. The answer, by the way, is yes, you can. We work with highly qualified and tightly regulated pension experts who will offer you professional advice if you need it, on your existing pensions and what benefits may be open to you if you do move them to an alternative pension, either a QROPS or another pension vehicle. By the way, QROPS stands for Qualifying Recognised Overseas Pension Scheme. The words qualifying and recognised denote such schemes as recognised by the UK's HMRC as being bona fide pension schemes which observe the correct EU pensions legislation but do not allow anyone to abuse these rules. So, why move your personal or final salary pension into a QROPS? To start with, what are the potential benefits? Well, here are some of the main advantages of QROPS over UK pensions. Number 1. The tax-free cash lump sum, which you can take at any time from age 55, can increase in some QROPS jurisdictions to 30%. In the UK, it's generally always 25%. So, on a £100,000 pension, that's an extra £5,000 which you can withdraw from your pension completely tax-free. Number 2. You generally have access to a much wider range of investment opportunities, and the investments, as well as any income you take, can be in any major currency other than British pounds. Number 3, in certain jurisdictions, you may find that your personal rate of tax on the income you take from your pensions is lower than it would be in the UK. QROPS pay out all income on a gross basis, whereas in the UK, they're taxed at source and you receive them on a net basis. Currently, some countries have highly attractive tax policies to encourage inward immigration. 2 of these are Portugal and Israel, each of which offer generous tax deals for the first 10 years of residency. Number 4. Using an overseas pension gives you access to some higher paying offshore deposit accounts, many of them with full investor protection. Number 5. Importantly, you can also still benefit from the recently introduced flexi access rules introduced in the UK, which effectively allow you to withdraw as much as you want from your pension as long as you pay the appropriate amount of tax as you do. And for those of you with larger pension pots, number 1, no tax charge of a whopping 55% if your pension pot is over the lifetime allowance when you take benefits. Number 2, no requirement to buy an annuity with your pension when you reach age 75, if you have not started using it by then. One reason is that you may have chosen to leave all of it in trust for your spouse or loved ones on your death. 3, and no inheritance tax charged on your hard-earned pension when you die. How satisfying to know that your spouse, your children or other loved ones will receive 100% of your remaining find on your death with nothing going to the UK taxman. One last thing, we do hear from some clients who have grave concerns over the state of the UK economy and the sheer scale of its record debts, which are growing ever higher each month. They worry that, as in some other countries in the last decade, the UK will eventually be forced to raid pension pots to fund some of this debt. The best way to avoid this threat is to move your pension out of harm's way. Whenever these kinds of drastic steps are taken by the governments, they never give any prior notice. By the time people become aware of this, it's already too late. One last note on this point. If you're a public sector worker with a final salary pension, you probably know that you can no longer transfer out of your pension into a personal pension or a QROPS. Why do you think the UK government imposed this ban on teachers, NHS workers, firemen and others employed by the government in 2015? Hopefully the last few minutes have convinced you to look further into this outstanding opportunity to improve your pension. We've produced a simple no-nonsense guide to QROPS, and we would like to give you this as our free gift. Simply enter your email address and your best contact number in the boxes above, including your country code if you're outside the UK, and press send. After you reply to an initial email to confirm that you do wish to receive this report, you'll instantly receive your complimentary guide to QROPS in your inbox. Thank you for listening, and the very best of luck with your pension planning. Don't leave it to chance. Talk to the experts. Goodbye.